Have you ever wondered what separates a successful penetration tester from the rest? It's a question that has many answers, but there's one attribute that often gets overlooked: persistence. In the world of cybersecurity, persistence is more than just a virtue, it's a necessity. You see, there's this common misconception that penetration testing, or pen testing as it's often called, is about quick wins and instant gratification. That's not quite the case. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about chipping away at the problem, bit by bit, until you find the vulnerability that gives you access. This is where the concept of persistence comes into play. It's about staying the course, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's about not giving up, even when you've hit a wall. It's about digging deeper, pushing harder, and never settling for the status quo. In other words, it's not about the fast results, it's about the consistent, persistent effort. Consider this case study, a seemingly impenetrable corporate firewall. Picture a fortress, unyielding, designed to keep out any unwanted visitors. This was the challenge faced by a particular pen tester, whose task was to identify any potential vulnerabilities lurking within the system. A daunting task, but one that was necessary in ensuring the safety and security of the corporation's digital assets. The pen tester embarked on the task with an arsenal of techniques and strategies. Initial attempts involved the use of port scanning, a common method for identifying open doors into the system. However, the firewall proved to be a formidable opponent, rebuffing each attempt with ease. The pen tester then switched tactics, trying to exploit known vulnerabilities often found in similar systems. Yet the firewall remained unyielding. Weeks turned into months, and the pen tester found themselves facing the same fortress, seemingly no closer to finding a way in. It would have been easy to admit defeat, to declare the system impenetrable. But this was not an option. The pen tester understood that cybersecurity was not a sprint, but a marathon. They knew that each failed attempt brought them one step closer to finding a vulnerability. They began to think outside the box, exploring less conventional methods. They delved into the realm of social engineering, studying the habits of the employees who used the system. They scrutinized the system's architecture, searching for any deviations from the norm. They even went as far as analyzing the company's business processes, hoping to find a chink in the armor. Months of persistence finally paid off. The pen tester discovered a neglected server that was not updated regularly. It was a small oversight, but it was all the pen tester needed. They exploited this vulnerability, finally breaching the fortress that was the corporate firewall. Our pen tester didn't succeed on the first try, or the 10th, but they never gave up. They knew that in the world of cybersecurity, persistence is not just a virtue. It's a necessity. It's the key to unlocking the fortress, the secret to breaching the unyielding firewall. Persistence in pen testing is not just about stubbornness, but it's an art. Let's delve into this art form. One of the key elements of persistence in pen testing is continuous learning. As cybersecurity threats evolve, so too must our skills and knowledge. This is a field in which the learning never stops. New vulnerabilities are discovered, fresh exploits are created, and advanced defensive techniques are developed every single day. To be a successful pen tester, you must keep your finger on the pulse of these changes and continually adapt your skills. Next comes the ability to adapt to new challenges. Each pen testing assignment is like a unique puzzle, with its own set of challenges and complexities. No two networks are the same, and thus the approach to testing them must be customized. This requires a flexible mindset, an ability to think creatively, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. It's about viewing each new challenge as an opportunity to grow and learn, rather than an obstacle to be feared. But what fuels this continuous learning and adaptability? It's the drive to solve complex problems. Pen testing is, at its heart, a problem-solving endeavor. It's about finding the weak spots, figuring out how to exploit them, and then helping to patch them up. This requires a certain level of curiosity and passion for problem-solving. It's this drive that keeps you going, even when the problem seems insurmountable. And lastly, but most importantly, patience. Pen testing isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Progress can sometimes be slow, and there may be moments when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. But it's in these moments where persistence really comes into play. It's about keeping your cool, maintaining your focus, and pushing forward, even when the going gets tough. In conclusion, persistence is about pushing through, learning, adapting, and constantly striving for success. It's an art form that, when mastered, can lead to incredible breakthroughs and innovations in the field of cybersecurity. Persistence in pen testing can be a game changer. This statement is not just an opinion, but a truth steeped in the experiences of countless cybersecurity professionals who've turned the tide of their battles with impenetrable systems, all thanks to their unwavering persistence. Let's take a moment to revisit the key points we've discussed about the importance of persistence in pen testing. It's not just about stubbornly hammering away at a problem until it gives way. No, it's about a steady, relentless pursuit of knowledge, a deep understanding of the system you're probing, and the creativity to try new approaches when old ones fail. Persistence in pen testing is like water carving its way through rock, not through brute force, but through constant, patient effort. It's about staying the course, even when the path ahead seems steep and fraught with challenges. With every failed attempt, you're not just hitting a wall, you're gaining valuable insights into the system's defenses, learning about its strengths and weaknesses, and refining your own tactics. And let's not forget the personal growth that comes with this journey. Each challenge you overcome not only makes you a better pen tester, but also a better problem solver. It sharpens your analytical skills, hones your patience, and strengthens your resolve. These are not just professional skills. They are life skills that can benefit you in many ways beyond the realm of cybersecurity. In the end, it's the persistent pen tester who cracks the code, who breaches the firewall, who uncovers the hidden vulnerability. It's the pen tester who refuses to give up, who keeps learning, adapting, and growing, who ultimately succeeds. So as we wrap up this discussion on the power of persistence, let's remember this crucial truth. In the world of pen testing, it's not just about having the fastest fingers or the most powerful tools. It's about having the tenacity to keep going, the fortitude to learn from failures, and the patience to wait for that breakthrough moment. Remember, in the world of pen testing, it's not speed but persistence that often leads to success.